The very hungry fat cat donor, he's a Brexiteer and not a Remoaner. He takes a bite of everything that he buys.
In the light of a disconsolate moon, in a leafy garden in Tunbridge Wells, a tiny silver-plated egg lay on a gold platter. The next day a languid sun rose in a poisoned sky and the egg cracked open, with a mournful sigh. A mewling grub crawled out from the now rotten egg. He started to look for some sustenance. On Monday he found a local social housing corporation and took a bite out of it. But he was still very hungry. On Tuesday he bought a local authority, struck a local land deal and consumed some local councillors and local utilities. But he was still very hungry. On Wednesday he consumed a local newspaper and a water company. He ate up all its profit and relieved himself of all he had eaten in the River Thames. But he was still very hungry. On Thursday he subsumed a Conservative Minister of Housing, and was given a whole housing estate to run. He ate the Minister of Health, but not before he had taken over a supply contract for NHS England. But he was still very hungry. On Thursday he bought a railway company, and ate the board and some of the train drivers. But he was still very hungry. On Friday he subsumed a major media outlet and was made an executive at the BBC. He ate half the board and disposed of half the journalists. But he was still very hungry. On Saturday he ate 3 ministers of government, 1 huge slice of the BBC, 1 huge slice of the NHS, 1 huge slice of Thames Water, 1 huge slice of all his local social housing provision. That night he had stomachache. The next day was Sunday again, and the fat cat donor ate 1 small bowl of caviar and had 1 small glass of champagne. He felt much better. Now he wasn't hungry anymore, and he wasn't a little fat cat donor. He was a big, fat, bloated corporate grub. He built a small house, called a company of limited liability, or tax-free palace, around himself. He stayed inside for more than 2 weeks. Then he nibbled a small hole in his liability and pushed his way out. He was wearing a beautiful ermine coat and was a member of the House of Lords and lived happily ever after.
The very hungry fat cat donor, he's a Brexiteer and not a Remoaner. He takes a bite of everything that he buys, but what he likes the most of all are porcupines. He'll steal your breakfast, lunch and tea, and take a chunk of everything he can see. He'll eat your classroom and even eat your school, and belch out an academy that's run by fools.